Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are excited about just being alive for another day, because I'm just happy to be able to do another video for you guys, because I'm so excited about what's going on. We just did the 17,000 mile Maverick review, and the Maverick is doing very well. We'll have some things coming up on the Maverick. We're going to do an installation video. We have some parts that one of the viewers, one of my good friends, is going to supply for us, and we'll be picking that up in the next few days. But in the meantime, we have been hard at work on Project NotchO Foxbody Mustang. Last time that we did a video, we were revealing we did the reveal for the rear and the front wheels, and we do have the wheels mounted on the car. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of what the rear looked like and the front when we got done putting on those wheels. So here's a picture. Yes, unimpressive. Yes, I don't know what springs were on this Mustang that I purchased. I would say they have to be at least V8 Mustang springs, and the car basically sits up as high as a four-wheel drive. The front sits up as though there's no engine under the hood. It sits up that high. So once I got the wheels and the tires mounted, and I did end up mounting all of those tires by hand. I did not take them to a service tire service place to have those mounted, so they're all mounted. I will have to get them balanced, I understand that, but once I had done 1, 2, then I'm like, okay, I might as well go the whole extra mile and mount those tires up. So I did it. Was it hard? Yeah, it was. It wasn't easy, let's put it that way. So we got the tires all mounted on there. One of the things that I knew I was going to be doing on the NotchO Fox was replacing the rear, at least the rear springs and shocks, and also we'll be replacing the front K-member, because this is a 4-cylinder car that I have, and we're going to be putting in a complete new drivetrain, and we have made a decision. You're going to be hearing it on this video here first, what engine I decided to put in the NotchO Foxbody. But what we end up doing, I thought I might be able to get away with doing drag race style rear springs, and then a drag type shock in the back. And even when I installed drag springs, I sat the car back down on the ground, it was still like 6 inches high in the back, and I was like, this is not going to do. So I ended up doing what I initially planned to do anyway. I went out and purchased a very nice set of coilovers for the rear. I contacted UPR Products directly. I'll have the links for the parts in the description, but it came with the coilover springs and the shocks, and also I did install the roller bearings that fit under the springs that make them easier to adjust, and they do suggest that you use those. So this is not an installation video. It will not be an installation video of that. It's pretty straightforward. Basically what you're doing is dropping the rear, taking the 2 rear bottom shock bolts off, dropping the rear, then unbolting the 2 upper shock bolts, and then basically you assemble the coilovers and just slide them up into place, and then that replaces the separate springs in the back, and everything is complete as one. So I am using a 15 by 10 wheel in the back with a 275/50 drag radial on the car, And some people have issues with a little bit of rubbing, and they suggest banging that area with a sledgehammer. And I did massage it a little bit, but what I ended up doing, I have 6.5-inch back spacing, and optimal back spacing would be like a 6.3-inch back spacing. So I have a 1/4-inch spacer on both sides, and with that installed and putting the wheels and tires under there, I cranked it up to where I wanted the ride height to be, and then I adjust the shock so that when I put it down on the ground, it was dead on. So yeah, I'm going to show you the pictures of that, and we'll do a walk around in the video right now. Okay, you will notice in the video that the front is still sitting high. So we could not do anything with the front suspension until I made a decision on what engine is going under the hood. Now, and I'm going to tell you what went into the process of me deciding. Part of me has enjoyed Foxbodies in the past with a push rod, 5-liter engine, and there's nothing wrong with those. And when I say 5-liter, for all of you younger guys, I'm talking about the old push rod 5-liter, original 5-liter Mustang engines that came from 1985. Well, actually all the way from 82 all the way up to 1994 when they started switching over to the modular stuff. But yeah, I've always loved those push rod motors. I like the choppy noises that you get with the cam and all of that. And I contemplated putting in a 363 small block. And I've done the cost to fun factor and all of these things. And to do one of those engines and to do it fuel injected and all the things that is required to do that, it does not come out any budget friendlier, I should say, than any of the other combinations. You would think that it would, but not in today's market. Because the long and short of it, you can buy a Coyote engine for just around 10 grand, a 5-liter Coyote engine, and then the Godzilla engine runs around between 7,500 and 8,000, so it's even cheaper still. But what I ended up deciding, I kind of put it, I went back and forth several times on what combination I wanted to run. I love the push rod old stuff. I love the Coyote high revving 4-cam motors. But in the end, I decided to do a compromise between the two. A modern motor that has push rods like an old V8, and yet the technology of the modern era. So my decision going forward, we will be pursuing the Godzilla. That is the choice. What are we going to do with it? Well, there's a number of things that we're going to do right from the get-go, and I'll show you a picture. We're going to install this. Yes, that is the new Ford Performance Godzilla intake. Because any of you all have done any research, the Godzilla motor comes standard in the F250 and F350 model trucks. That's where the Godzilla motor comes from. And when it comes in the crate engine, it has the intake that would normally come on the truck. So that intake, the throttle body, because it's in a truck, is pointed directly upward. So anybody who's done an earlier swap has already had to address that issue, because it would basically run into the hood, any kind of intake you put on there. So then you would need a big cowl hood to cover it and all of that. Well, they've come out with this very nice intake that makes it's a better performance. They've done some tests, and it does give you a few more horsepower in all the right areas for a car. And that intake is straight, so that the throttle body comes straight into the front. It does not come up. You can, I believe some have done it, and I think you can now put a stock hood on a Foxbody and close the hood with the Godzilla installed, but we'll find out. At the very least, I have to get a hood anyway for my car, because the hood that is on there has a dent in it. So we're probably going to do a hood anyway. Whether I get a flat hood or a cowl induction, we'll just have to see. But that's where we are. We are going full bore on the Godzilla swap. So stay tuned. It's about to get exciting, because we are going to see this through to the end. Remember to like and subscribe, and smash that like button, because you guys are what power this channel. And I thank you all for watching. Remember, God loves you, so do I. See you on the next one.